Hello everyone. Welcome to today's episode, Wildlife. So students, let us discuss about wildlife. What is wildlife? Wildlife plays an important role in balancing the environment. Wildlife provides a stability to different processes of nature. Wildlife and nature have been largely associated with humans for emotional and social reasons. We are also a part of wildlife to make ecological balance on Earth. So, what are wild animals? Animals that live in jungles, forests or in nature and hunt their own food and water are called wild animals. We can find wild animals in the zoo as well. Wild animals are dangerous and fierce. Animals like lions, deers, bears and giraffes are wild animals. Now that you know about the wild animals, let us discuss domestic animals. What are domestic animals? Domestic animals such as dogs, cats and cattle have been genetically adapted over the generations to live alongside humans. Domesticated animals are animals that have been selectively bred and genetically adapted over generations to live alongside humans. They are genetically distinct from their wild ancestors or cousins. All animals live in a habitat. The habitat is the place where an animal naturally lives and grows. So, what are the 5 main habitats? First, forest. Forests are large areas covered in plants and trees. Second, grasslands. Grasslands are areas mostly covered in grass. They don't have many trees or shrubs. Next, desert. Deserts are area covered by sand. These places get very little or no rain. Mountains. Mountains are very tall and very cold. Aquatic habitat. Aquatic habitats are any habitats with water. There are different types of aquatic habitats. Shall I tell you a few? Marine habitat. This includes the seas and oceans around the world. Freshwater habitat. This includes rivers and lakes where the water is not salty. Coastal habitat. The coast is where the sea or ocean meets the land. Sometimes the coast has beaches. Coastal habitat is the area where the sea and land meet. Let's revise the habitats once more. Say them with me. Forest. Forest. Grassland. Grassland. Desert. Desert. Mountain. Mountain. Aquatic habitat. Aquatic habitat. Marine habitat. Marine habitat. Freshwater habitat. Freshwater habitat. Coastal habitat. Coastal habitat. So, you can see there are so many different habitats where wildlife is found. Shall we see who lives in each habitat? I'll give you some examples. Say the sentence with me. Monkeys and tigers live in the forest habitat. Monkeys and tigers live in the forest habitat. Elephants and giraffes live in the grassland habitat. Elephants and giraffes live in the grassland habitat. Camels live in the desert habitat. Camels live in the desert habitat. Snow leopards and yaks live in the mountain habitat. Snow leopards and yaks live in the mountain habitat. All kinds of fish live in the aquatic habitat. All kinds of fish live in the aquatic habitat. Sharks and whales live in the marine habitat. Sharks and whales live in the marine habitat. Frogs and ducks live in the freshwater habitat. Frogs and ducks live in the freshwater habitat. Crabs live in the coastal habitat. Crabs live in the coastal habitat. Great job, everyone. Alright, now it's time to learn about wildlife conservation. What is wildlife conservation? Wildlife conservation is the preservation and protection of animals, plants, and their habitats. By conserving wildlife, we are ensuring that the future generations can enjoy our natural world and the incredible species that live within it. What is causing harm to the wildlife? Hunting. Hunting is the killing of wild animals and birds on a large scale by man. Deforestation. Deforestation is the cutting down of trees. When we cut trees, we remove the forest habitat so animals have no place to safely stay. Pollution. Pollution to any habitat makes it unsafe and difficult to live. For example, land pollution. Land pollution in forests and grasslands spoil the habitat and prevent animals from finding clean food. Water pollution. When we pollute rivers and lakes, the water becomes poisonous and dangerous for the animals which live in the habitat. Students, let us find out how we can promote conservation. There are many ways we can conserve, such as reduce, reuse, and recycle to protect wildlife habitat. Do not participate in sport hunting. Do not buy clothing or other products that use fur or feathers. Avoid products that test on animals and contain animal parts or derivatives. Respect wild animals by keeping a safe distance away, not approaching them and not removing them from their environment. Visit a national park to support the wildlife economy, promote sustainable tourism. It is the duty of all of us also to plant trees near our surroundings and also to motivate others to do the same. Hope you all understood how we can contribute to the wildlife conservation. Now it's time to revise. In a national park, protection is provided to entire ecosystem of flora and fauna. The answer is, in a national park, protection is provided to flora and fauna. A national park provides protection to historical objects, entire ecosystem of flora. What is the answer? Yes, the answer is a national park provides protection to entire ecosystems. Now, think and answer. The tiger is one of the most alert animals, and yet today tigers are in danger. What do you think are some of the dangers to tigers in the jungle? The answer is, the biggest threat to tigers is from hunters and poachers who kill them for their skins. Dangers are also from the destructions of forest fires and the growing imbalance in nature. Next, which of the following provide protection and suitable living conditions to wild animals? The options are wildlife sanctuaries, forests, national parks. The correct answer is wildlife sanctuaries. What a wonderful job! So today we have learned so much about wildlife and the habitat. Tune into the next episode as we learn to speak about another new topic. Until next time, goodbye.